Warning, this video contains descriptions of historical crimes that some viewers may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. In the late 1970s, the glittering lights of Los Angeles hid a dark shadow that gripped the city in fear. This is the chilling tale of the Hillside Strangler, a case that revealed not one, but two cousins bound by blood and twisted secrets. Kenneth Bianchi and Angelo Buono. Born in 1954 in Rochester, New York, Bianchi had a rocky start. Adopted by a family after his birth mother couldn't care for him, he grew up with emotional struggles, frequent lies, and failed attempts at stability. He dreamed of becoming a police officer, even riding along on patrols with the LAPD, discussing ongoing cases while harboring unimaginable secrets. In 1976, at age 24, he moved to LA to live with his older cousin, Angelo Buono, born in 1934, a divorced auto upholsterer with a history of abusive relationships and a deep-seated resentment toward women. Buono, who ran a small shop, became a mentor figure to Bianchi, drawing him into a world of exploration. Their criminal path began innocently enough on the surface, but quickly turned out sinister. The cousins started as pimps, targeting vulnerable teenage runaways like Sabra Hanna and Becky Spears, whom they coerced into working for them under threats and control. When the girls escaped with help from a lawyer, the duo's frustrations boiled over, leading them to impersonate undercover police officers using fake badges to approach women on the streets. This ruse allowed them to lure 10 victims into Los Angeles between October 1977 and February 1978, all young women aged 12 to 28 from diverse walks of life, prostitutes like Yolanda Washington and Kimberly Martin, aspiring actress Evelyn Jane King, honors student Christina Reckler, business student Lauren Wagner, schoolgirls Dolores Cepeda and Sonia Johnson, waitress Lisa Caston, and others seeking better lives in the city of dreams. The bodies were discovered on remote hillsides, sparking the media to dub the perpetrator the Hillside Strangler, igniting widespread panic as residents locked doors and avoided nights out. In early November 1977, the pair attempted to abduct Catharine Lorre Baker, the daughter of legendary actor Peter Lorre. Posing as officers, they pulled her over, but upon seeing a childhood photo of her with her famous father in her wallet, they released her unharmed, fearing the intense scrutiny that targeting a celebrity's child would bring. This near miss highlighted their calculated caution, yet their spree continued unabated. The investigation was a massive effort, forming a task force of over 30 officers from the LAPD, Sheriff's Department, and Glendale PD. Clues were scarce. The killers left minimal evidence, with Buono's home later found eerily spotless, devoid of fingerprints showcasing his meticulous nature. The murders halted suddenly in February 1978 when Bianchi, after a breakup, relocated to Bellingham, Washington, for a security guard job. There, in January 1979, he struck again, claiming two more victims, college students Karen Mandich and Diane Wilder, but Bianchi grew careless, leaving behind his California ID and other traces leading to his swift arrest on January 12, 1979. Under interrogation, connections to the LA cases surfaced through his address book and witness statements. Facing the death penalty, Bianchi unleashed another secret ploy. He faked a multi-personality disorder, claiming an alter ego named Steve committed the acts. Psychologists, including famed expert Dr. Martin Ornay, debunked this during evaluations, exposing it as a calculated deception inspired by books on psychology he'd read. To save himself, Bianchi turned state's evidence, pleading guilty to 5 murders and implicating Buono in exchange for life imprisonment without parole in Washington. This betrayal led to Buono's arrest on October 22, 1979. The trial was a spectacle lasting 2 years from 1981 to 1983, with over 400 witnesses testifying against Buono, including escaped pimping victims and Bianchi himself. Buono maintained innocence, but the evidence, Fiber's witness accounts, and Bianchi's detailed testimony proved overwhelming. Convicted of 9 murders, Buono received life without parole and died of a heart attack in prison in 2002 at age 67. Bianchi, now 74, remains incarcerated at Washington State Penitentiary, his parole repeatedly denied, most recently in 2025. Adding to the case's bizarre layers was Veronica Compton, a playwright who befriended Bianchi in prison and fell under his spell. In 1980, she attempted to stage a copycat crime in Bellingham using a sample of Bianchi's DNA smuggled to her, aiming to cast doubt on his guilt by suggesting the Strangler was still free. Her plan failed, leading to her conviction and 20 years in prison before release in 2003. The case exposed the dangers of unchecked partnerships and deception, forever changing how serial investigations approached multiple suspects. The Hillside Strangler saga remains a haunting reminder of hidden evils in plain sight, with secrets that continue to unravel decades later.